Peace, family. I'm here with Fourth Vade here at RaleighWrld Festival. You already know.
Yo, what's up? What's up, y'all?
We having a lot of divine energy in here, a lot of lit energy in here, man. First of all, tell people how it feels out here today, man.
Bro, it's, we in North Carolina. It's been bipolar. Sun gonna come out, go back in. Feel
Definitely
like a sauna out
bipolar.
here. You know what I mean? But I'm born and raised here, so that's just what it is. You know what I mean?
It's North Carolina. We bipolar, but we always stay sturdy in the storms. Fuck you talking about.
Right.
But look, man, let's just get to it, man. Peace of Mind Podcast, just to let you know a little bit about us. We're pretty much been called conscious drink champs. We like to dive into people's souls and really get to know them on a deep personal level and spread a little bit more light and positivity, okay? So my first question for you, man, is I'm gonna start with, what do you feel like your purpose is, and how do you attach that to your manifestation in your craft as an artist?
My purpose is to just help people realize that it's okay not to be okay. A lot of my music is devoted towards mental health. On the last album I released, the first 2 songs were named after mental conditions. So, and a lot of my music is attached to how it was in the pandemic, how it was, going through like depression, how it is coping with certain things. So it's really devoted towards mental health, and I'm gonna use that to, push me and everybody who listens to my music to the next level.
Man, I got to give you flowers for that. Off the gate that you said a quote that I love. It's okay to not to be okay. I want to say Cole said that. Man, I feel like just in my life, that's been one of the golden rules just to live by. Because I feel like the problem with us is that we inflate pain with trying to avoid it, thinking that we shouldn't be angry, we shouldn't be sad, not understanding people like, let's say Jesus Christ, the Buddhas, the monks.
Exactly.
People think that they're supernatural, but they just realize being human is superhuman.
Exactly.
In its innermost nature.
Right.
So they're okay with being angry and sad, but they just let it flow instead of stagnating it and just holding on to it and leaving it right there. Like man, I got bipolar disorder.
Right.
My fans know this. I have bipolar disorder, PTSD, depression, but I use it as my superpower because for me, it just means that I can experience life on an intense level.
Right.
You flow through that, man. Man, Fourth Vade, that's our key. You know what I mean? I love that answer, man. I love that answer. What made you so passionate about mental health for you personally?
Man, it's the people who put me on to music in the first place. I grew up listening to J. Cole, listening to Kanye West, listening to the Tyler, the Creators, and everybody, the big threes and the stuff like that. And that just really, and I came up predominantly, rapping with J. Cole. And to be specific, KOD hit me
hard.
It hit me. So
hard.
I took that. I was like, man, I got a passion for music. I'm making beats. Let me take the things that I'm dealing with, the things that I'm going through, write it on a piece of paper and put it on a beat. You know what I mean?
That's beautiful, man. That's beautiful. KOD hit me hard too, man. Growing up just in an environment where drugs were prevalent, man. Matter of fact, did you grow up around drugs? Man, if you feel comfortable, speak on a little bit about that, man, because I'm a product of just, drugs. And, I learned a lot about it, and then I went through my own battles with drugs. Nothing with addiction, but just abusing certain things. Weed, alcohol, weed, that's another conversation. But speak to your journey about your childhood with drugs, man.
Because it was one of those situations where, my parents told me to stay away from it, all the time. But I go to school, you know what I'm saying? I went to a college campus when I was only like 14 years old, and I was at 14 years old. There's people like smoking weed, people with babies in the classroom and stuff like that, and it was a lot to process at the time. Most of my interactions with drugs have been either related to like going to concerts, hanging out with friends, or related to school, or my cousins and stuff like that. And really, music was just a way to just help separate myself from that, and that's just what it was on a
That's love,
level.
man. That's love, man. And honestly, that's in a way because we got a drug episode actually we just dropped not too long ago. We talked about how drugs is made to increase your creative ability, but it's also used as a toxic trait. So it's a tricky thing. You know what I mean? Like, what is a drug? You got a drug store, and then you got drugs that you abuse. So it's really just tricky, man. You said like you were 14 and people had babies in there. Where'd you grow up, man?
I went to early college. I went to an early college back in Durham. I was in a high school. I was dual enrolled in high school and college. So while I was in high school, I was working for college credits and everything. So it's just, going to school and going to college and stuff like that, like I'm on the track. I'm still in college right now. I'm on the track to graduate with my bachelor's before I can even drink. So you know what I mean. So it was just I was 14. Just people, you know, and at 14 years old, it's you're just like a sponge. You know what I mean? You're just like a big old sponge, and that's really where like peer pressure like really hits you. But like people was smoking in the hallways, people was walking around. It's as soon as it turned 8 o'clock, just like this, the air replaced with weed. You know what I mean?
Facts, man.
So it was just it was a lot at the moment when I was 14. But you know, I managed to stay away from it and everything. You know what I mean? I just never really partake in it. You know, stuff like that. So that's what I'm trying to preach on my music, stuff like that. You know.
That's beautiful, man. That's beautiful. Shout out Durham, man. I did have another question I wanted to ask you. I've been asking everybody in interviews with me. As far as a type of rapper, would you say you're a conscious rapper?
Yes. But the way I present my style is not in the conscious rapper style. You know what I mean?
Ooh, okay.
It's very so, and I found my music because you know what, Pumped Up Kicks, how they're talking about like a really sad thing over a really hype beat and stuff like that. And now here's the funny part, because my entire catalog is me rapping about like kind of sad stuff and really like down in the dump stuff over fire, heavy bass beats. And that's like a satirical thing of how easy it is to make it look like you're okay. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
And the people who gonna really feel it are the people who really listen to the words. You know what I mean? Because people just listen to the music, go, oh yeah, you know what I'm saying? I'm really rapping about some hard stuff. That's how easy it is to make it look like you're okay.
Because
but I'm really
that's
not.
what we do every day.
Right.
Like we can be happy on the outside, and we could kind of feel happy on the inside in a bit. But in the core of yourself, something else could be going on.
Right.
That's beautiful, man. I love that manifestation of the art form. I love your definition, man. To piggyback, and this will be our last question, I'll let you go, man. What does it mean for you to be conscious? Not a conscious rapper, to be conscious, and how does that relate to your art form and as the persona as Fourth Vade?
The one word that I attach with consciousness is self-awareness. I would really put a lot of emphasis on self-awareness, and even if that's just self-awareness is hard to explain, but you know, just making sure you're checking up on yourself, because I find a lot of people checking up on other things. You know what I'm saying? Worried about this and taking drugs to help with this. It's more about like checking up on yourself and finding yourself an outlet. You know, everybody doesn't have an outlet of music. Some people write poems, some people work out, some people do yoga. Please just, find an outlet and become more self-aware of what you're doing to yourself, what you could be doing for yourself, and where you're gonna be in your future and stuff like that.
Man, I love that. Find your outlet, find your peace, stay aware. We love it, man. This is Fourth Vade. Fourth Vade, where can they follow you on social media?
Man, it's 4THVAGUE on Instagram. That's my Spotify on Instagram. There's all my links to my art, my music. My website is coming soon. I got everything. I'm dropping something soon. My birthday on October 13th, and there's a song coming, so look out for that. But you know what I mean? But that's where you can find everything. I appreciate y'all so much, man. Thank y'all.
Absolutely, man. Hey, peace, man. It was a pleasure interviewing you.
Hey, appreciate y'all. Thank y'all, man.